Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike the intern, Ned Reynolds in the studio on a Tuesday morning as we do our St. Jude's Radiothon. We're going to take a break and talk about some crazy news that happened yesterday. The AD from Missouri State is gone, and now the hunt is on for the Bears to find a new athletics director.
And it is a critical hunt, to say the very least. First of all, we wish Kyle Motes, the outgoing athletic director, a lot of good luck. He takes over an AD's position at Eastern Kentucky, which is in Richmond, Kentucky, and a member of the Atlantic Sun Conference. Good luck to him. Now, what is the pressure that falls on Missouri State? Well, it is immense, as any AD's position would be in these volatile times of college athletics. And the scenario, folks, is different, and it has been different in a relatively short span of time, like the last 5 to 10 years. Everything has changed. You have new conferences, you have new teams moving everywhere, and you have Missouri State making a transition next year at this time to a Division 1A or FBS football program. Folks, that is not inexpensive. And that's the pressure that falls on whomever the college chooses as the new director of athletics. And it's going to be a critical choice. I'm not telling anybody anything. My gosh, you can figure this out. Money is the key. And the main charge of that new athletic director will be fundraising. You've got to get the money in there. You've got to shake some hands, get out there and visit with people, and make the program amenable to how a fan understands what's going on, and that's the whole objective here to the new athletic director. It's going to take some time. There will probably be an interim athletic director in the meantime, but the new person, it's a very difficult choice for Missouri State, and hopefully they come up with something in fairly short order.
Raising money, yeah, given. Also, maybe some marketing, too. It's
a little bit of marketing, yeah.
We get that in there as well. Got the United States Open. I know a lot of people are asking, is Tiger going to be involved in this tournament?
He is. He's really, by the rules, not eligible because I think he's the 890th golfer in the world. Now think about that. We're talking Tiger Woods here. 890th in the world? What on earth? Well, he's also 48 years old, and he's had any number of physical problems. But he is playing, and why was he given a special exemption from the United States Golf Association? I'll tell you why. Because he's Tiger Woods, and he's won that U.S. Open 3 times. He is a 15-time major winner, and he is the key factor to any kind of, really, I can't say any kind because they're focused on other golfers, Scotty Scheffler and those people. But, hey, Tiger Woods is a focal point and a rallying point in that sport. And, yes, he needs to be there, and he will. That's not to say he's going to do great. He probably will do a little bit better than he did at the Masters and the PGA. Heck, he didn't make the cut at the PGA, and the Masters he finished in dead last place. Well, Tiger Woods may be coming on. He's no dumbbell, and he knows how to govern his skills, so to speak. So we'll see what happens when they tee it off on Thursday.
Last but not least, the coach from UConn got offered, $70 million to coach the Lakers, and he said, you know what? I love Connecticut way too much to move to California. Are you crazy?
He also understands that coaching in the NBA,
completely different ball game.
It is not the same animal.
Yeah,
not the same animal at all.
Completely different ball game.
And I'm going to give you an example. In the NBA, they play 81 regular season games. In college, maybe 35, 36.
Easy.
Maybe at the most 40 if you make the tournament and win a national championship. That's a hell of a long distance between 82.
Oh, yeah,
and Dan Hurley is a volatile individual. He's on the sidelines. You can't keep that up for 80-some games. So he sees the handwriting on the wall. The money's great and all that sort of thing, but he makes a pretty good little deal at Connecticut, too. And he's a good coach. The Hurley family is renowned in basketball around the country, has been for years. And I hope he stays at UConn and has more success there.
And you know what? It's a great lesson for all of us that sometimes money ain't everything. The Royals facing a significant stretch of games that could really dictate what's going to happen for the rest of the season. And I'm telling you, man, these guys are playing great.
They are and were until last night. Now, these stretch of games, Mike, that you're talking about is 4 with the New York Yankees in Kansas City, followed by 3 without a break, 3 in Los Angeles against the Dodgers. And that's a 7-game stretch. Well, it started last night in Kansas City with the Yankees winning it 4-2. And this was interesting because the Yankees, who are a long ball, power-hitting team, hit no home runs last night. As a matter of fact, their two big home run hitters, Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton, didn't play. They were given a rest. Came up with 9 singles in the game and win it 4-2. This is a good New York Yankees team, folks. They're running away with things in the American League East and probably in the American League period. They have the best record in the AL. Kansas City's good. They're very good. Seth Lugo had a good outing. I wouldn't call it a great one last night. But interesting the way the Yankees can change their strategy from the power hitting team, bench the power hitters here, give them a day off, and then hit all singles and win the game. They're pretty doggone good. 3 more games in this series, and then 3 with the Dodgers.
Man, the series ain't over yet, Ned. Come on, Roy, let's get that dub. All right, Cardinals play again today. Let's talk about the big boys first.
They are playing the Pittsburgh Pirates now in a 3-game series. Cardinals split. It's a disappointing result, but they split with the Colorado Rockies. Well, Pittsburgh's a little bit better than that. Pittsburgh's kind of feisty. They are in last. They and the Cardinals are jockeying for the cellar, if you can call that a fight. But the fact is, none of them are really very far out of first place in the National League Central Division. Anyway, the Pirates come in for 3 games against the Cardinals. The third one will be Thursday afternoon, and this is a good series. The Cardinals can put some distance between themselves and last place in the National League. Who would have thought that we'd think about the Cardinals in last place, except they were there last year too, 20 games under 500. But big series coming up for the Cardinals to prove themselves. Now, the Springfield Cardinals have the Northwest Arkansas Naturals from Springdale coming in. This is a big series for Springfield. The first half of the season is coming to an end, and the first half winner is automatically into the playoffs at the end of the season. Well, right now, the Springbirds have a half-game lead over Arkansas. This is Northwest Arkansas coming in. The Kansas City Royals AA Farm Club should be a very good series.
Definitely should be. Go Cards. All right. Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. It looks like this might be a little bit of an even matchup. What do you think?
Well, it was for a while. The Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers were tied last night until they weren't tied all of a sudden. And the Panthers pulled away to win it 4-1. So Florida takes a 2-0 lead. The series now goes 2,500 miles away to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Altogether different scenario. Of course, the Panthers have played there before. This is the National Hockey League, so everybody gets around. But right now, the Florida Panthers, who are a former National Hockey League champion and Stanley Cup holder, have the advantage 2-0 up to Edmonton to win the next game.
Ned, you have a wonderful day. Thanks for helping us raise money for the kids in St. Jude's, and I will see you tomorrow.